Hello. This is a reminder that this show is brought to you by the Thunderbolt Cookie Company, which makes amazing cookies. And it can be sponsored. It can be a sponsor of this show. And I can love those cookies. Even though, full disclosure, I am now mostly vegan. Before I was mostly vegetarian and now I'm mostly vegan. But I contain multitudes. And I can love these cookies. And know that someday they will make vegan cookies or a vegan cookie for me. Darn it, will you make me a vegan cookie? Please. I love Thunderbolt Cookie Company, which is a cookie company in Los Angeles that you can order your cookies from.
Kirsten's Agenda is the name of my show. It's a way to make art and learn stuff and grow. There will be lots of segments and maybe some guests. 10 minutes of deep breath, that is my quest. If while we're here, then our insights expand to be more compassionate to our fellow man and woman and person. And remember, the truth is that kindness is cool. Have sex with my feelings and being cruel. Because our power, it lies in our minds and our hearts. Opening up is a really good place to start. Kirsten's Agenda.
Words. A simple interwebs search, and I found this. I found this. Elflock. Tangled and matted hair as if done by elves. Elflock. Groak. Groak, do you know what groak is? Groak is when you stare at someone who's eating food in hope that they will give you food. Crumpsy. That means you're short-tempered. Don't be crumpsy. Don't be short-tempered. I got excited when I was saying crumpsy that when I said short-tempered. Anyway, that's a word. We're talking today about language. Does that sound boring? I thought it might sound boring to people, but I am a big believer in language. I love words. I don't always use the right ones. I'm not talking about like vocabulary words, although don't get me wrong. What I just told you about elflock and crumpsy and like, I wonder about this. I don't know if it's factual, though someone brought it up to me once. Is the opposite of disgruntled gruntled? And can we start saying that gruntles me? I've tried to do that before. And like collections of, like, I don't know if you know this, but I'm assuming some of you do. A group of flamingos is called a flamboyance. A group of crows is called a murder. A group of feral cats is called a destruction. But if you just look up those, they're amazing. And language to me is like music. It can make you feel a certain way when you hear someone talk in a certain way. And I wanted to do an episode about language because the way we talk to ourselves inside, yes, but also out there, and when we listen to how we talk, and I'm not saying like judge it or pick on it, but be really in alignment and on board with what flies out of your mouth. A suggestion to curate what comes out of your mouth, like you would what you're going to wear, like how you would tend to an animal or a child. And I'm not talking about how coddling people. I'm talking about how you choose the way you say something. Because people, me, you, everybody, we smuggle in information in our words, with our words. And like the reason why you come and you watch this show, I think, is because I am deliberate with what flies out of my mouth. I am in alignment with it. I stand behind it. You don't have to wonder, because if something does fly out of my mouth that doesn't line up right with me, I'll tell you 10 seconds or 5 seconds or 2 seconds after I say it, right? I'm talking about being careful with what you say. That we smuggle these things in the way we talk. People say things like, oh, that almost killed me, or I can't bear it. Can you really not bear it? Did it really kill? And you can say, oh, Kirsten, that's exaggerating. Yeah, but you're being hyperbolic with the design to be extreme because you don't have full faith that just telling someone, I have a lot of pressure in my chest right now because I feel afraid, isn't enough. And that's enough. I would posit, word that I love, that my friend Will told me and I can't get over. It's just sort of like putting out a suggestion. I would posit that you actually weaken what you're saying if you don't just say it straightforwardly. You weaken it when you put these other things on it. And I want us all to listen and feed off our own words. Feed off of them and know how deliciously powerful they are in the best way. And I mean, writing them down is even more magical. All right, so let's remember, we've done this segment before. These are just for me. These were just for me. These are anonymous. Here we go.
So on her list of books, it was like the most impressive list of books. And then she said she was a great appreciator of life. And I thought, I'm an appreciator, and this all makes sense. And then I met her at I think it was like a Caribbean restaurant. Mm-hmm. And everywhere she walked, it smelled like gasoline. And I think that's because she was smoking and I'm not a smoker. And then when we sat down, she wasn't nice to the waiter. She is the lead singer of a cover band that is the name of the cover band just spelled. It's the name of the band, the actual band, but it's just spelled backwards. That's the name of the cover band, is the band spelled backwards, which made it very complicated. And then the waitress just wasn't nice to the wait. Like she was just snappy, and on all the menu there was like this one thing, I can't remember what it was, yucca? Yeah, it was yucca. That was on all the menu, and then she kept saying no yucca to the waitress. It's like, it's on every single thing. Like, why did you pick this place? And then when you order, you get to order like a protein and then like 2 sides. So I ordered like vegetable skewers and beans and plantains, and she ordered salmon and 2 orders of plantains. So she just ate fish and bananas, and she smelled like gasoline. She was mean to the waitress. I'm not doing that again.
What comes out of me is what's inside of me, 'cause that's where all the words get made. So if I talk trash to you, the garbage is in me too. Probably some stuff from childhood being replayed. But what if I decided to be clear with language and meaning and my hurts and fear? I took responsibility and not try to make you wrong and be the bad guy. The stuff that I then say and type, it all can be mouth flowers to populate the grander community. Style change. Math flowers are nutrient rich and cool. Math flowers take responsibility and are not cruel. Math flowers we can all be proud of and say, yeah, this is a word garden of assertion, clarity, and love. Mouth flowers. I thought I was going to say assertion, cruelty, and love. And I was like, that's not right. Clarity.